Beneath the bustling cities of Germany, hidden from the eyes of civilians and Allied forces alike, lay a secret world of unimaginable military ambition. During World War II, the Nazi regime invested heavily in underground facilities where some of the most advanced and mysterious weapons of the era were developed. These were not ordinary armories. They were labyrinthine networks of tunnels, bunkers, and laboratories, meticulously concealed to protect the Empire's darkest secrets. Inside these hidden complexes, engineers, scientists, and military strategists worked under extreme secrecy. They experimented with technologies that seemed to belong to the future. Tanks equipped with revolutionary armor, artillery with unprecedented range, and aircraft designs that pushed the limits of aerodynamics. Every corridor echoed with the sound of machinery. Every room contained documents that could have rewritten history, and every invention carried a deadly purpose. Yet this hidden arsenal was more than just machines and weapons. It was a symbol of obsession and desperation. As the war intensified, Germany poured resources into projects that were ambitious, risky, and often far ahead of their time. Some inventions, though never deployed in battle, demonstrated a level of engineering genius that astonishes historians even today. Among the tunnels, whispers of secret projects circulated, weapons so advanced they were thought impossible, devices that could have changed the outcome of battles, and experiments that blurred the line between science and madness. Few outsiders knew of their existence, and fewer still survived to tell the story. This is the story of Germany's hidden arsenal, a tale of secrecy, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of power. In the following parts of this series, we will uncover the individual weapons, the secret labs where they were born, and the daring attempts by the Allies to discover and dismantle these hidden marvels before they could alter the course of history. Hidden beneath dense forests, mountains, and even urban centers, Germany's secret underground laboratories were the heart of its wartime innovation. These facilities were carefully designed to be impervious to Allied bombings, with reinforced walls, hidden entrances, and sophisticated ventilation systems that allowed engineers and scientists to work undisturbed. Inside, the atmosphere was tense yet electric. The brightest minds of the era, physicists, chemists, and engineers were brought together to create technologies that could give Germany a decisive advantage. Here they experimented with advanced propulsion systems for aircraft, rocketry that would later inspire post-war space programs, and chemical and explosive devices so sophisticated that many remain shrouded in mystery even today. Life inside these underground labs was grueling. Workers lived in isolated quarters, separated from the outside world, and operated under constant surveillance. Failure could mean imprisonment or worse. Yet despite the harsh conditions, innovation thrived. Ingenious prototypes were built, tested, and perfected, sometimes in secrecy, even from the high-ranking officials above them. Among the most ambitious projects were attempts to develop supertanks capable of traversing rough terrain effortlessly, and artillery pieces that could fire with unmatched accuracy over extreme distances. Each invention was meticulously documented, and each corridor of these subterranean labs held secrets that, if discovered, could have shifted the balance of power in the war. These laboratories also became the birthplace of some of the era's most enigmatic experimental devices. Some designs never saw combat, either deemed too dangerous, too costly, or too ahead of their time. But the very existence of these inventions demonstrated Germany's relentless drive to dominate technologically. A drive that would leave a mark on history, even if many of these secrets would remain buried for decades. The story of these underground laboratories is not only a tale of scientific brilliance, but also a chilling reminder of the lengths a nation can go in pursuit of ultimate power. In the next part, we will explore the individual weapons that emerged from these hidden labs and the stories of those who risked everything to bring them to life.
Deep within Germany's secret laboratories, a new generation of weapons was taking shape. Machines and devices that seemed almost science fiction in their ambition. Engineers and scientists worked tirelessly, often around the clock, driven by the pressure to create instruments capable of altering the course of the war. Among the most notable projects were the advanced armored vehicles designed to outmatch any tank fielded by the Allies. These machines combined unprecedented armor thickness with innovative propulsion systems, enabling them to maneuver across terrains previously considered impassable. Some prototypes even experimented with unconventional weaponry, such as multi-barreled guns and self-propelled missile systems, challenging the limits of 1940s engineering. The laboratories also birthed some of the most mysterious aircraft of the era. Engineers explored designs that could achieve higher speeds, longer ranges, and heavier payloads than anything previously built. Some of these experimental planes were intended for rapid strikes behind enemy lines, while others were designed as defensive guardians capable of intercepting incoming attacks before they could reach German cities. But not all projects focused on conventional warfare. Some delved into the unknown, experimenting with chemical devices, energy weapons, and advanced rocketry that would inspire future space exploration. These experiments were closely guarded secrets, known only to a select few high-ranking officials and the scientists themselves. The risk was immense. Any mistake could be fatal, and the ethical boundaries were often pushed to their limits. Despite the secrecy, rumors of these extraordinary weapons spread among Allied intelligence. Reconnaissance reports hinted at unusual activity in hidden bunkers and underground facilities. Yet the true scale and sophistication of these projects remained largely a mystery, leaving historians to uncover their astonishing details only decades later. The experimental weapons developed in these labs were not only technological marvels, but also symbols of Germany's desperation and ambition. They embodied a nation's quest for supremacy and the human ingenuity applied under extreme pressure. In the next part of this series, we will uncover the daring Allied missions aimed at discovering and neutralizing these secret weapons before they could change the outcome of World War II. As the Allies gathered momentum in the latter years of World War II, intelligence reports hinted at the existence of Germany's secret underground weapons labs. These revelations set in motion daring missions aimed at uncovering and neutralizing these hidden arsenals before they could alter the course of the war. Special units were formed, trained in stealth, reconnaissance, and sabotage. Their objectives were perilous: infiltrate fortified bunkers, map complex tunnel networks, and gather crucial intelligence on advanced weapons projects, all while avoiding detection by heavily armed German forces. Every mission carried the risk of death, imprisonment, or capture, yet the importance of their objectives could not be overstated. Some of the most famous operations involved airborne troops parachuting into enemy territory to reach remote facilities, while other missions required ground forces to navigate treacherous forests and mountain passes. These brave men documented their discoveries, sometimes encountering experimental tanks, prototype aircraft, and caches of artillery that seemed almost too advanced for the time. The intelligence gathered from these operations played a critical role in planning strategic bombings and targeted strikes. Allies learned which facilities posed the greatest threat, and which inventions, if left unchecked, could have given Germany a significant advantage in battle. Many of these missions involved direct confrontations with German guards, and a handful of soldiers lost their lives trying to uncover secrets buried deep underground. Beyond the immediate tactical gains, these missions revealed the remarkable scope of Germany's wartime innovation. The Allies were astounded by the ingenuity and audacity of the experimental designs, from advanced rocketry to armored vehicles that defied conventional engineering limits. Each discovery underscored the stakes of the war and the high level of secrecy maintained by the German regime. The story of these daring missions is one of courage, strategy, and relentless pursuit of knowledge. In the final part of this series, we will explore the ultimate fate of these hidden weapons, the impact they had or could have had on history, and the legacy they left behind for both scientists and historians alike.
With the fall of Nazi Germany in 1945, the hidden weapons programs and underground laboratories were exposed to the world. What the Allies discovered was both astonishing and alarming. Caches of experimental tanks, advanced artillery, prototype aircraft, and other devices that, in many cases, had never seen combat. These findings offered a rare glimpse into the extreme lengths a nation could go to in pursuit of military supremacy. Many of the technologies developed in secrecy influenced post-war science and engineering. Allied nations studied captured designs, applying German innovations to their own military and aerospace programs. From rocketry that laid the foundation for space exploration to armored vehicles that inspired modern tank designs, the hidden weapons of World War II left an indelible mark on history. However, not all projects were practical or successful. Some remained unfinished, abandoned in tunnels as the war drew to a close. Others were destroyed by retreating forces, never to be seen again. Yet even these incomplete inventions demonstrated extraordinary ingenuity and a vision that was far ahead of its time. The hidden weapons also left a more haunting legacy. The secrecy, the obsession with technological supremacy, and the human cost of these programs served as a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition.
Thousands of workers and scientists endured harsh conditions, often coerced into their roles, and many paid a heavy personal price for the pursuit of destructive power. Today, historians, researchers, and enthusiasts continue to explore these buried secrets. Museums and archives display relics of the experimental weapons, while documentaries and books strive to tell the stories of the men and machines that remained hidden for decades. These hidden weapons are more than artifacts. They are symbols of human ingenuity, ambition, and the enduring lessons of history. The story of Germany's hidden weapons is a story of innovation under secrecy, courage amidst danger, and the relentless pursuit of power. Though the war ended decades ago, the secrets buried beneath Germany continue to fascinate, reminding us that history often holds mysteries waiting to be uncovered.